Good morning. My name is Elise Coyle. I am a diamond in doTERRA here in the US, and I'm excited that you've chosen to attend our training there in the Philippines this Saturday. I have missed not being able to be there, but I trust you've learned a lot about essential oils, a lot about doTERRA, and I'm excited that you've chosen to stay and listen to doTERRA's business opportunity as well. It can be an amazing opportunity for those of you looking for another source of income. So let's go ahead and get started. I am going to share my screen and get this presentation going for all of you. So the question is, for each of us to ask ourselves is, do we want financial freedom and security? And each of you are here and have stayed and taken extra time away from your families. And so I am going to guess that your answer to that question is yes, and that you're interested in learning how doTERRA could be an answer to that question for you. Well, I want to start first by telling you about a man. And this man lived in a village without a water source. And so he walked to a river every day and brought back 2 buckets of water for his family. And that provided for their needs. And he was confident in who he was and in what he could do and provide for his family. But he also saw an opportunity to be able to provide for other families and to bring extra income into his home. So he started making more trips to the river. In fact, he was making 5, 6, and 7 trips to the river every day and selling those extra buckets of water. But he wasn't able to fully meet the demand of the village. So a second man also saw this opportunity, and he also started hauling buckets, walking to the river and bringing back buckets of water and selling them to the people there in the village. After a while, the second man got a little tired and he had an idea. And so he cut back on the number of trips that he was taking to the river to haul buckets, and he began digging a pipeline. So he was still providing for his family's needs and helping by selling these buckets of water to the village, but part-time he was working on digging a pipeline. Now, this pipeline did not bring him in any income in the beginning, right? It was just a trench in the ground with some pipe. And although he was still providing for his family, he believed in his theory and believed that spending his part-time digging this pipeline would pay off in the end. Well, sure enough, over time, that pipeline reached the village, and this man was able to turn on that spigot and provide an endless source of water for his village that was not constrained to the amount of time in the day or to the amount of trips that he and this other man could take to the river. He also provided an income for his family that was not constrained to his ability of walking back and forth to the river with only 24 hours in the day, but it was able to provide an unlimited and endless amount of income for his family. So my question for each of you is, would you also like to build that pipeline? Would you also like to be able to create residual income that isn't constrained by the amount of time that you can clock in at your job or the amount of hours in the day? So today we are going to go over what residual income is and how you can accomplish that. I'm going to share with you why I've chosen network marketing and why I believe it's the best choice that we have, why I've chosen to use an essential oil as the product in network marketing, and why the company I chose was doTERRA. So let's jump in. Traditional income sources are, we punch a clock and we get some money, right? We go to work, we clock in, we clock out, we bring home a paycheck, and we are paid for the hours that we put in. That's either being employed by someone or a company, or even being self-employed. We have to put the time in for that money to come back to us as income. And it's not a bad way to go. 95% of the population is employed or self-employed. Now, I will just make a quick side note here. These numbers are based on the US population, not global. And so there may be some differences there in the Philippines, but I feel that they are very similar. So 95% of the population is either employed or self-employed, and they are bringing in 5% of the wealth, and they are paying over 40% in taxes. Now, that's not bad. It is paying you for your work and for your time, and it is giving you a way to provide for your family. But I believe that there's a better way that I have found, because this is truly hauling buckets. Now let's talk about a residual income source, right? This is network marketing, or possibly a business owner or an investor. And an investor uses his money to make more money. Business owners use their network and employees to make them money. 5% of the population are either business owners or investors. They are bringing in 95% of the wealth and paying less than 20% in taxes. Now, compared to the numbers on the last slide, these are the ones that I choose. These people are creating a residual pipeline of income. Let me tell you about my story quickly. This is my husband and I, Rick, and our 5 children and our 2 amazing grandchildren. 7 years ago, I started looking for some natural health solutions. We had recently lost my mother-in-law to a long-term illness, and after caring for her for many months, I found that I was unable to sleep. I did not want to take medication to sleep and started researching and looking for other alternatives, and I found that lavender oil could be that natural source for me to use to sleep. But it puzzled me why each bottle of lavender oil I bought smelled different. I felt like if the lavender oil was truly coming from the earth, then each bottle should smell pretty close to the same, and I should have the same effects. I shouldn't have varying effectiveness of the oil by which bottle that I bought. So I started researching more. Fast forward about 6 months, I was at a farmer's market, and there was a table there displaying essential oils and a diffuser, and I stopped by. And immediately when I smelled that bottle of lavender oil, my untrained nose knew that this was natural. And I began to inquire more, and that is how I found doTERRA. Initially, I was just using essential oils for my family's natural health benefits, right? Allergies, asthma, sleeplessness, sore muscles, colds and coughs, things like that that I was normally using over-the-counter medications for, I was able to replace with essential oils. After a short time, I realized there were so many other people, mothers, fathers, children, caregivers, that were also looking for natural solutions. They were tired of the side effects of over-the-counter medication. They didn't feel like they were getting the answers that they needed or the solutions that they needed to truly feel healthy. And that is when I decided to begin teaching classes about doTERRA and also gained a testimony of that residual income. About 2 years ago, actually 3 years ago, your beautiful island of Tacloban and Samar were hit with a terrible typhoon, Yolanda. Back in the 1990s, my husband lived in Tacloban for 2 years as he served a church mission. And when that typhoon hit and affected so many friends that he had made years ago, we made a decision to come back. Our income with doTERRA had provided us with enough savings that we were able to take 2 weeks off from our regular job and go back to Tacloban and help to rebuild homes. And that is where I fell in love with the Filipino people, just like my husband had 20 years ago. We left essential oils there with those families who barely had a home to live in. There was still no running water and no power 3 months after the typhoon. So I felt a pull to leave those essential oils with these mothers so that they had a source of health care for their children and their families. As time went on, those people called and wanted us to come back, wanted to know how they could get more essential oils. And that's when Rick and I realized that we could provide the same business opportunity that we had found here in the US to all of you here in the Philippines. As we have done that, we have also been able to partner with Mentors International in creating some great financial literacy courses and some classes. We've been able to start a group called I Am the Voice for high school students to recognize the voice that they have in their own future and the choices and goals that they can make to make a better life. And that is how my dream of hometown abundance has truly been born. When I was able to realize that I could have an influence beyond my small hometown of 2,000 people, and that by bringing doTERRA and its product education as well as its business opportunity to everyone that I meet, I am able to help others also create abundance right around themselves. So, what is network marketing? Network marketing is marketing a product through your network. We're not limited to our time in the day. We're not required to punch a specific time clock. There's freedom in how we use our strengths to grow that business. And that is something that I love about doTERRA. A lot of the people that you have invited you here today, they refer a friend. They talk to them about the product and they help them get their own wholesale membership where they're able to get their products for the very best pricing available. And the person, you, the business owner, earns a 20% bonus. As time moves on and you continue to refer people to gain their own wholesale account, you will receive 5% of every purchase for the lifetime of their membership. Every single person that you enroll, that those people enroll, and that those people enroll. And that is the beauty of network marketing. Did you know that 91% of people take a friend or family member's recommendation? Whether that's a good movie, a good book, a great brand of lotion, a restaurant, food, it also applies to essential oils. Essential oils, or network marketing in general, is very low cost to start your business. You don't need a lot of education formally to be able to get started because of the network piece of that marketing. And you have mentors that you are able to work with and to help you during that learning curve. And you are basically getting your business in a box. You don't need a store or a building or any other overhead costs to start your network marketing business. Healthcare is a $1 trillion industry, and the costs are constantly rising. 84% of the population is open to natural solutions. 84 people out of every 100 are looking for a natural option to regular healthcare. 54% of the population wants to specifically try essential oils as a natural option. That is why a healthcare network marketing option is such a great way to go. There were 212,000 deaths due to FDA-approved prescription drugs in the US. There were 0 deaths due to unapproved essential oil use. That's a big number. That says a lot to me about what I want to be sharing with my friends and my family. Essential oils are effective. They are produced by nature. They meet the body's needs, and the body is able to actually heal themselves from the inside out. We're looking at the root cause rather than just treating the symptoms on the surface. Essential oils cost a penny per drop, sometimes less than a penny per drop. Why have I chosen doTERRA? doTERRA has one of the most tested and most trusted lines of essential oils. They have over 5.6 million customers and have set their own standard called Certified Pure Therapeutic Grade for their essential oils. And this is tested by a third-party company. And you are able to look at the bottom of every bottle, see the lot number, and go online to source.u and see exactly what that bottle of essential oil is made of. It's an amazing dedication to quality that I haven't seen in another essential oil company. Now, doTERRA's growth is also very impressive. They have reached a $1 billion company in only 7 years. Only other company that we can compare that to is Apple. And we all know what a successful, reliable, and dependable company that Apple is. Well, doTERRA has matched that growth as well. Another difference with doTERRA is they have a record-breaking 65% average retention rate company-wide. My team's retention rate is even closer to 70%. The average in other network marketing companies is between 12 and 14% retention. So What that says to you and me as a business owner in doTERRA is that those people in other network marketing companies are working almost 5 times as hard to keep their pipeline going. 65 out of every 100 people that have a wholesale account with doTERRA are ordering on a regular monthly basis. That is testimony itself for the product as well as for the business opportunity. Another thing to note here, though, is that only 15% of doTERRA's wholesale customers take advantage of the business opportunity. The other 85% are reordering doTERRA product because they work and because they have a full trust in the product itself, not just so they can make money. Why are we doing this now? Why are we coming to the Philippines now and sharing this opportunity? I shared a little bit with you about that earlier, and it's that pull and that drive that my husband Rick and I have to bring abundance to as many people as we possibly can. Specifically for the Philippines, why now? Because doTERRA is ready to open the Philippine market at the end of 2018. And you are in a position now to be an amazing pioneer in helping to bring doTERRA to the Philippines. The demand is high. We know that people want natural health care, and we also know that they're looking for other sources of income. The investment is low and it's easy and very realistic for people to be able to jump in. So the question is, what do you want to create? Do you want to live a doTERRA lifestyle with natural solutions in your home? Do you want to share doTERRA? Maybe create a little bit of residual income to supplement family vacations, holidays, things like that. Or are you ready to launch your business? Are you ready to step forward? Join our team with both feet as a business owner. No matter what your choice is, we have amazing systems of support for you. As you've met today, I have amazing leaders. My husband and I are also in the Philippines regularly. We will be back for the month of June. And we have an amazing Facebook group for our customers with a lot of product support and training, as well as a Facebook group available for anyone wanting to look at the business opportunity, where we do online trainings, Facebook Lives, as well as monthly on-the-ground trainings right there in the Philippines. So my question for you is, what do you want to create? That's what I have for you today. And thank you so much for joining me and my team in this presentation of doTERRA's business opportunity. I am grateful for the time that I've been able to have with you, and I look forward to the chance to be able to meet each and every one of you in person the next time that we are in the Philippines. Have a wonderful day.